Gamers! Metroid Prime 4 has a bad trailer problem. We're back with Jonathan Cartwright, gamers. And I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea what he means by this. If I was to take a guess, it's maybe the trailers haven't done a good job of showcasing to someone new why they should like it. Maybe is there not enough trailers? I'm just trying to think, because as far as I'm concerned, as a Metroid fan, you've shown me visuals I expect from a Prime game. You've shown some new gimmicks off with the psychic powers and stuff. You've shown that there's bike segments, I guess, which I don't know how that'll pan out. And that's kind of it. So I'm you've shown me some new stuff and enough of the old stuff where I'm oh, okay. I'm curious, what do you have for us, Mr. Cartwright? Let's have a look.
Hey everyone!
Hello!
John here. And Metroid Prime 4 might be the most expensive game Nintendo has ever made.
Do you know what, John, I want to say? Firstly, I actually don't know about that. Is that true? Secondly, do you know what, John? You're the one guy on Blue Sky I like. How about that?
So it was originally announced 8 years ago in 2017.
Oh, yeah, expensive is it? Oh, yeah, it was yeah, okay.
Studio, which was then cancelled and rebooted and picked up again by Retro Studios, who they themselves haven't put an original game out in around 11 years. 2014 was Tropical Freeze, their last proper new game. That was 11 years ago. Since then, they've done the Switch port of Tropical Freeze, which had funky mode, and the remaster of Metroid Prime, which was very impressive, but again, not really a new game.
Yep.
So 11 years of a studio, a first-party studio, having no proper new games, and then another studio just wasting their time doing nothing, really. And then you have this game that's been in development for 8 years, wasting resources and taking up a lot of manpower. And so you'd think you'd want that game to perform as well as it possibly could. You'd want it to have the best showings, have it in the best...
Oh, guys, I know you know this, John. I'm being a bit reductive when I say this, because obviously you're going to explain this to us. But say the line, chat. It's Nintendo. Nintendo is not a normal company. They will happily spend 8 years developing a game, and they just don't care. It's fucking Nintendo. They're like an anomaly. They're like an anomaly of companies. They just don't care. It's so weird. Because yeah, you if you spent this long, yeah, you'd probably want to market the game very heavily, really show why new people should get interested in this. But yeah, it's just Nintendo. But what have you got to say for us, Mr. Cartwright?
Best spotlight. But Metroid Prime 4 has had really bad trailers. Every single one of them. Not a single good one of the lot. Let's just dissect them a moment.
I would say maybe if you're a newcomer, maybe there's bad trailers. As far as I'm concerned, again, one trailer showed off you got striking cool visuals, the gunplay I'm familiar with, new powers, and new mode of traversal. As far as I'm concerned, it's done enough to sell me there's the old and the new. So I'm I don't know, to be honest. I'm still confused. Tell me.
The reveal trailer. This, I feel was announced to offset Metroid Samus Returns, because the Metroid reputation at the time wasn't very good. We had Federation Force, which I think is a fine game, but it wasn't the game Metroid needed at the time.
Yeah, basically.
And so I think this is really just to say, don't worry, the Switch will get a Metroid game. We are going to continue the cliffhanger we set in Federation Force and Metroid Prime 3. We're going to keep doing Metroid, but it was just a 4 that went into a very slapped together looking logo, and that's all it was. People got excited for it, but this was a nothing trailer. So let's fast forward to the next trailer, the proper announcement trailer of the game. This trailer is 2 minutes long, and I kind of struggle to call it a trailer because it's more just a cut of gameplay. And I think this is fine as a re-reveal for the game. It shows you they are indeed making a Metroid Prime game. They understand what made it work. But it's so slow. It's a 2-minute trailer, and a quarter of it, 30 seconds, is just Samus getting out of her ship, which in a reaction, you'd go whoa, it's Samus! But in terms of the actual trailer, there's very little going on, so that leaves you 1 minute 30 to explain the game, show what's new, what's exciting, and after this trailer, most people said, this doesn't look very exciting, because it's just the beginning of the game.
Maybe it's different for me. For me, I prefer the ones where they just show gameplay. I'm going to be honest with you. Those are my favorite kind of ones where I get to see a candid slice of gameplay. So I'm guessing for me specifically, I kind of prefer this. So one of my favorite bits about the Kirby Air Riders Direct was just Sakurai playing the game. Because that's all I want to see. I get you want to show off a fancy trailer to make things excited. I mean, yeah. I get it. But maybe I'm the weirdo in this instance. Because I'm just yeah, I got to see gameplay. I got to see there's a big fight going on. You still get to scan things. So I'm just for me, that works. That's all I'm saying. I can see why you'd want more of a mix of both, some more fast-paced cuts, what's new, Samus is back. You maybe want a bit of that, a bit of the trailer factor, I suppose. But for me, this just kind of works. I don't know. And also, I think it kind of worked in the sense that, remember, this is a game we didn't even know existed. or like for the longest time we thought was basically dead, right? So I think the best way to showcase the second trailer is here's gameplay for it. This is not like some cut together trailer. This is a game that's been in development for way too long, so here's like a slice of gameplay to show that is in fact gameplay. Like, yeah, it could have been probably more exciting. I get what he means by that, but for someone like me who's been waiting on this game for ages, just showing a candid slice of gameplay kind of worked. I don't know about you guys, but yeah, you're not wrong.
It doesn't show you the expanse of the world. It doesn't show you any gimmicks. It just shows you regular Metroid Prime. It's regular lock-on combat, regular scanning, the stuff you love about Metroid, but nothing new, nothing that exciting. We end on the reveal of Sylux being the main villain, which if you played the previous games, you will know. But let me just say now, Metroid fans also don't know who Sylux is. He was...
I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't too familiar with him neither.
Character of Metroid Prime Hunters had no real arc, really. He was just kind of there. You might know him better for being playable in the multiplayer mode. But all we know is he pops up in the post-credit scenes of Prime 3 and Federation Force. We don't know what makes him cool. And from this trailer, you don't know what makes him cool. He's just a guy.
Yeah, I will say that, like, ending on a shot of Sylux as if to say, like, oh, it's the guy! And then in reality, I'm like, wait, who the fuck's that guy? Yeah, it was a bit of a... That's the kind of shot you do for someone that, like, you know. Like, say, for example, the Samus X was back. Ooh! That would be like, how the fuck's Samus X back? What the fuck? You know what I mean? Or, like, the fucking, what's it? Dark Samus somehow returned. What the fuck? That's crazy. Oh, hang on. It's fucking Kraid! Crocomire! Or is it maybe Meta Ridley? You know what I mean? Maybe, like, something like that. But, like, yeah, just Sylux and just, like, yeah? It's a bit of a head scratcher, definitely. I kind of get that.
And this is something that's never explored.
Dark Crocomire.
There is a small tease at the end of this showing more of an expansive world, but that's really it. Very slow trailer, not very good. So let's jump to the next trailer. And this one takes place entirely in that woodland area that was teased at the end of the last trailer. Mm-hmm. But this one has another big problem in that it does not follow the show don't tell rule. This is almost entirely narrated by some guy telling you the most boring things in the world.
Psychic abilities. These powers allow Samus to operate mechanisms and to open doors.
Okay. There are small glimpses of something exciting in this trailer. We get a little tease of the story, which is very Metroid Prime 2 in the way it's told. The world looks cool. The psychic powers could be cool. But again, they're showing it more like a cut gameplay demo, where they're just giving you little glimpses of regular gameplay. It's Samus blasting at enemies. It's Samus opening doors with her psychic powers. It's scanning stuff. There's nothing that interesting here, and it's really only appealing to Metroid Prime fans who already know that this gameplay is fun. If you're an outsider...
Yeah, I think that's probably the issue. Yeah, I would say that. If from the outside looking in, it probably doesn't look like that crazy, you know?
I don't think there's anything here that exciting to you.
Oh, I don't want to spoil it. Yeah, see, for me, it's like, I also don't really want the spoilers. I agree with them. The trailers are exciting to me because I'm a huge Metro fan, not to that. Yeah. Like, if this was like a random game, I don't think this would hype me, you know? So I get what he's coming at, definitely. It makes sense.
It ends on the tease of a red suit, which, to be honest, I completely forgot about. I thought that was revealed in the most recent trailer, but no, this was teased prior. I never rewatched this because it was never very exciting to rewatch. And we also saw it during the Switch 2 Direct in the Switch 2 Edition section. And this isn't really a trailer, but I think it's the best showing the game's ever had. Because it's in a showing of other Switch 2 editions that are like 1440p, 60 FPS. This one, pure 4K. Also, 120Hz mode. Also, mouse controls.
That looks really sick. It
looks like it's a system pusher. It's what you get to demonstrate native 4K, 120 FPS, mouse controls. That's all really exciting stuff. And the gameplay they're showing is also really good as well. It's still not much of a trailer.
I don't know if this TV can do 120 frames or this monitor. I've never seen 120 FPS before. It'd be kind of sick.
Together. But cool.
I never had such power before.
To, I think the game's first actual edited trailer. And it's got the same problem that the reveal trailer had. Let's have a look at this. So this trailer is 1 minute and 50 seconds long. And the opening 35 seconds really don't show you that much if you're watching in retrospect. So you're really left with about 1 minute and 20 seconds of actual gameplay. However, those opening 35 seconds
Samus
are
on a
what
bike.
this game needed.
Samus on a bike.
When you talk about Metroid
Samus on a
games
bike,
and
baby.
you go, like, which one was the bike one? Oh, it's Prime 4. Like, it's something distinct to the game. It makes it stand out. And so far, Prime 4 was lacking a hook. Every trailer just looked like another Metroid Prime game. Maybe the psychic abilities, but not the way they were showing them. So the bike was something new. Something that makes you go,
like open. Game is like
it's
open.
that thing. It's new. This is a new game. So if we go past the bike portion, which honestly, I think the bike's a cool idea, but the actual gameplay they showed was pretty damn boring. Samus gets off the bike at the 1 minute and 5 second mark, leaving us with 50 seconds left of the trailer just to show off more of this game. However, the trailer ends on a cutscene, and so we get a montage of around 20 seconds of gameplay, and it's got the exact same problem that every other trailer has. It's just Samus locked onto an enemy, blasting at them in a morph ball. There's nothing that killer here. It's just basic stuff. Nothing that's going to make you go like, whoa, what's going on here? Like, there's some cool things in there, like Samus's arm cannon freezing over in the frost area. Like, that's a neat attention to detail, but it's nothing that's going to make you lose your mind. And
Does it? The question is, does it need that though? Again, I suppose if you're trying to like win over new fans, I suppose, but I don't know. I guess it's hard for me to kind of conceptualize this because, like, I'm just a really big fucking fan of Metroid, you know? I suppose it kind of does for new fans. When it comes to Metroid Prime, what are you going to really show without spoiling? Yeah, I'm just like, what could they possibly show? Like, I suppose, new gameplay gimmicks? Or new gameplay things? But they kind of showed that, right? Like, the whip wasn't there, the psychic powers are new, the bike is new. Like, what could you possibly... Like, I'm guessing anything else is probably be too much of a spoiler. Yeah, saying just another Metroid is strange. It's just strange to me. Yeah, Metroid is a game that's already only popular in the West as well, generally speaking. The Metroid Prime games as well, specifically. So they already kind of know they're appealing to, like, one specific set of, like, the fans, in a way. Because it always doesn't sell that well in Japan anyway. So... I have a feeling maybe they're just trying to appeal to the people they know will like Metroid. Are they maybe trying to do the strat of hoping that people buy it via word of mouth as opposed to trying to like win new fans over? Is that maybe the strat they're trying to play?
And I think it feels like they're purposefully trying to make the game look bad in some instances.
I wouldn't say that. I just don't think they're trying to appeal to new fans, which again is very, very odd from like a new game, because you want it to appeal to new fans. It's actually really weird to think about. Nintendo's like one of the few companies that I could genuinely see them going, we just want to appeal to the old fans, and that's kind of it. You know? I suppose that's probably why they remastered the original Metroid Prime. Like, if somebody wanted to try that, and if they like that, then they'll like 4 as well. So Nintendo showed a teaser of what's coming, a trailer of the gameplay to familiarize, a trailer of something new, a trailer with new controls and specs, and a trailer of something else new. Again, I think what he's looking for is that it isn't like that killer app, you know? Like, it, at the moment, it just, from a fan, it feels like more Metro. It feels like a sequel. It doesn't feel like the next big mind-blowing thing is probably the point that John is trying to make, which is fair, but like, if you're asking me, I just wanted a new Metroid game. I want more of the same, extra stuff layered, and I'm good, right? For newcomers, you probably want that extra. I don't know, man. It's weird. Like, how do you make Metroid appealing to new fans? What strat could they take? Because like Metroid is one of those games that generally tends to be like, even though it's a first-person shooter, the first-person shooting is probably not why you're playing it as much as the exploring, the world building. Like that's more so why you're playing the game. So how do you make that look more appealing in a trailer? It's not the kind of game that has like fast-paced gunplay action, crazy shooty bang bang, where you can like show off in a trailer and make it look kind of cool. Like show Ridley, I guess. Yeah, maybe you could show Ridley, but then that kind of spoil it, wouldn't it? Because you don't know. Metroid's such a, now I'm thinking about it, it's such a, what angle do you take? Again, you could, because here's the thing, you could do like a proper action-paced, like boom, 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 boom trailer, but that's just not what Metroid Prime is. You just can't, like, doing that would be inaccurate. If somebody, like, if you showed a trailer of someone, if I cut together a trailer for you of Metroid Prime, and I showed all the boss fights, the Flaric boss, and then, like, the fucking crazy one, and then, like, you'd be like, oh, shit, this is, like, boss fight? No, it's, like, those are, like, the, you know what I mean? But, like, how do I market to you, like, a strange world where, like, stuff is, like, maybe they could have, I think maybe they could have gone, like, the story angle, you know? They could have maybe, like, intrigued you into, like, the world and, like, what is intriguing about it. I think that's probably the angle they could have taken that they probably didn't. That could have been a bit more interesting, I would say. Because, yeah, I would say the environmental storytelling is part of the fun. So maybe they could have teased that into it, but then how do you do that without spoiling too much? It's a weird game to market now that I'm thinking about it. I don't know if John has solutions. I'd love to hear if he had solutions, but now that I'm thinking about it, I'm finding it hard to find an angle. You can't really go the action angle because that's just not really what Metroid Prime is. And you can't go the story angle because I think a lot of the fun is like exploring it for yourself. So like, how do you show enough to get people interested without spoiling? And it's like...
Because when you're looking at this gameplay clip here, does that fill you with excitement? Just Samus blasting at some little guys? Not really. And then we finally get to the cutscene at the end of the trailer, and it's Sylux floating there, doing nothing, which is that's what he did in the announcement trailer. He just stands there doing nothing. Now he's floating there doing nothing. Look at like Ravenbeak and Metroid Dread. They made him seem intimidating. They made him seem powerful. So far, we don't know what a Sylux is or what he's even going to do. He's just the standing there guy. He either stands there or he floats there. He's not.
So either was it you're saying that Sylux isn't aura farming hard enough? I think that's what. Do you know? I agree with you. I think Ravenbeak was definitely like aura farming a lot more than Sylux. That's for damn sure.
Intimidating force. Please buy his amiibo.
Then we should look at how Metroid Dread was marketed. Actually, that's actually a pretty good idea. Let's do a bit of homework. So I'll say, like, right now, obviously, like, there's a bit of intrigue as to what the hell is this thing? What's going on here? Samus is obviously not doing any damage. So obviously it's like a big intimidating new enemy. Even a missile does nothing. But obviously now it's cut to gameplay, showing gameplay of you avoiding the Emmy. I'll put this trailer as my example. Did you? See, I think this trailer works very well because what they did was that they showed off one of the new enemies. Like, obviously, I think if you're someone who's never played a Metroid game, I think you're already intrigued. Like, what the hell is this thing? You're like, okay, like, what is this thing? Samus can't do damage. Like, I feel like it's somebody looking at Samus from this perspective. Like, you've seen Samus in Smash. Like, you're like, why can't... Is Samus really... I don't think Samus is this weak normally, right? This is not that's supposed to be how it is. And yeah, obviously, you as a Metroid fan are going, yeah, what the fuck is this thing? Why can't I do damage to it? Because most enemies, you can do damage. So, like, you're immediately there. And then, like, what? You get this cutscene where, like, fucking Samus just straight up dies to this thing? It's almost like this is really good at building up suspense and dread. So yeah, I would say that gets you. Like, I think you're hooked immediately after that first minute, right? Metroid Dread, the title card drop. And again, yeah, this game's a lot more action paced, so you can show more of like the gunplay, the counter, you know, the running counter, countering enemies' attacks, fast travel, different colored enemies, you know. So you know there's like more than one. Absorbing powers, like you can in like games past. Invisible, you can avoid them somewhere. New powers, these are powers you've never seen. Maybe if they were in Metroid 2 remake, but these are powers you've never seen before. So you're like, oh, what's that all about, huh? And then we've got a bit of bosses as well for some extra cinematic flair. See, I feel like that trailer does well because 2D Metroid is a lot more action-paced, so you can like lean in on that. I feel like that's a very good, accurate portrayal of what you'll experience in the game, you know? There's like these enemy bots you can't fuck with, there's like really fun boss battles, the gameplay is very fast-paced, you can counter stuff. So like not only is it like more action-paced, which I think works in a trailer setting, but it's very accurate to the game. The problem that Metroid has is that like, Metroid Prime has is that it's not really this fast-paced, if that makes sense. It's a really good trailer. Yeah, I think this is an excellent trailer for selling you onto the game. But can Prime do the same thing? What did the Prime Freeze trailer look like, actually? Hang on. What angle did they take for this? Oh, shit.
She can feel it changing her.
Oh, the phase-on.
It's becoming a part of her. Corrupting her. But what frightens her most... she likes it.
Damn! Evil Samus. So I feel like right then, like, you've got a bit of intrigue. You're like, what the hell is infecting Samus? Like, as someone you've not seen, you're just like, what the hell? What, is Samus going to become evil? Is this like Shadow the Samus? But like, obviously, as someone who's played the games, you're like, oh, like, obviously the Phazon is corrupting her, you know? Which is why it's called Metroid Prime Corruption, you know?
Our situation doesn't look good. The pirate attack has knocked out our generators and disabled the planetary defense system.
You're the Galactic Federation, you know? They end up helping out.
Look out for other hunters. They're here to help you accomplish this mission.
Obviously, new characters. You got some action music ass. Big ass. Was that Ridley? Pink Lady? Big Mech again? Dark Samus or Evil Samus? Shadow the Samus? This August. Oh my god, they're doing like the movie trailer thing. This August. A summer blockbuster you'll never forget. Step behind. I couldn't even read that, I was too fast. Ridley, obviously. More mechs. One last mission. Well, I guess it wasn't one last mission. I don't know, are you more intrigued in this than the Prime 4 one? I get. Oh, and I guess it's. I just love how 2000's coded this in a world. And all this was without spoiling anything too. It's at least cool to look at. At least a more faster pace, a lot more like quicker. I suppose I kind of get it. Like watching this, I can see why this would be a bit more appealing. Because, for me, I just want some candid gameplay. If you're being honest, I just want some candid gameplay. But I guess for someone who's never played a Prime game, you're probably just like, oh, this is intriguing, isn't it? There's like Samus being corrupted, and there's fucking mechs, and then there's giant guys, and then there's other hunters, and then there's stuff, and then there's like rail grinding in a world. What the question is, would you be more intrigued in this as someone who's never played a Prime game? I don't know if this still does a good enough job selling you. I don't know, if I'm being honest. Does it? Is this... Maybe they should have taken more of a this angle, but is this like... I wouldn't want more of the... I don't know, does it? It does? Shit. Does it? Probably. I don't think it does. I don't know, to be honest. Well, you'd have to tell me, chat. For me, it does for me. Well, I mean, okay, you guys are just saying that because of the 2000s editing, all right? That's what you're saying. That's what you're saying. Because it says we. It was like, ooh, we, ooh, we, ooh, we. Hey, guys, ooh, we. That's you. That's literally you. Although I think they could have definitely taken some notes from this. I think they could have probably shown off some maybe like the cooler set pieces, definitely. But, interesting. Yeah, they could have. They definitely could have. As someone who's going to play Prime 1, this show makes you want to play 3 more than 4 ever has for sure. Really? Interesting. Personally, I wouldn't want that level of 2000s cheese if you're asking me personally. But I think a bit more action, a more action-oriented trailer would be quite interesting, you know? Because like for me, I like just candid gameplay. Just show me some gameplay and I'm good. I'm a very simple man that way. But if you're trying to get like people excited, I suppose, yeah, and more action would have been nice. Some boss battles, some like cool set pieces, you know?
This at least gave us the release date in a really anticlimactic way. I feel like this is half of a trailer. Like, let's look at the Breath of the Wild big release date trailer, right? So this begins with very low-key, mundane stuff that you're going to be doing in the game. You're going to be walking along really big fields. You're going to be climbing big cliffs. This is lots of downtime stuff. You're going to be chopping trees. Not necessarily exciting, but mixed with the music, it feels relaxing. And then the second half of the trailer builds up with all those action-y set pieces, really cool things going on, lots of great story beats. This Metroid Prime 4 trailer is the first half of that Breath of the Wild trailer. It is...
That is true. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think Pokemon Legends Arceus did something similar, where like, I think I actually kind of like that. Actually, I think that's one I kind of liked quite a bit, because I think like halfway through, like I think Professor Laventon says the line, like obviously like you're like, oh, look at me, I'm just catching Pokemon. Oh, I can stealth and catch Pokemon, and then like towards the second half, I think maybe towards the end, is it? Is it this trailer or is it like another trailer? I think it's another trailer. But there's what like then like was it Professor Laventon just goes, Pokemon are terrifying creatures, and then like it shows like cuts of like the Pokemon trying to attack you instead. Yeah, look, right here, look. It goes, and you see like these alpha Pokemon. You're like, yeah, Pokemon are terrifying creatures, and then it shows like shots of like them trying to, because like obviously in the series like you've never seen Pokemon attack you. That's something that's never happened before. So you're like, what the fuck? Why are they coming after me? What? I can take damage? I can die in a Pokemon game? It's like immediately you're like, what the hell? So I always quite like that about that as well. So yeah, I think you know, John, I think you're actually right. I think they should definitely, I think that style of trailer could probably, I feel like they could have made that style of trailer work for Metroid Prime. You show the bike, you show how cool it is, and then Samus lands, and then boom, and then we cut to like some cool like action set pieces, you know? I feel like it could have worked actually. I'm convinced. I was a bit skeptical at first, John. I think you've won me over. I think I'm actually quite convinced.
All the mundane Metroid Prime things. It's the morph ball, it's the shooting and locking on, it's the scanning. That should be in the first half. And in the second half, when Silex appears, there should be another half.
Yes, I agree, actually, yeah.
Bombastic and cool, full of story sections, full of explosions, full of new ideas. The psychic abilities didn't even appear in this trailer. We haven't learned anything new about them since the previous showing. Maybe show something cool you can do with them. But instead, you get a trailer that spends so much time on that bike reveal without actually showing what makes the bike that interesting beyond just using it to get across a desert.
Well, it looks cool though, John. It looks cool.
I don't know what's going on with Metroid Prime 4 trailers.
I get what you're saying about bad trailers and over-exaggeration. I would say a bad trailer for new fans. I think that's probably the most accurate way. Metroid Prime is a bad trailer for new fans problem. Because I think you can convince someone like me, who's been really happy and excited as a new Metroid game. You got some of the old Metroid stuff, you got some of the new Metroid stuff, cool new characters. Okay, I'm in, boom, put me in there. But for a new player, you're probably like, what's going on, you know?
I don't doubt this game's going to be great. I think it's going to be fantastic.
Yeah.
And the best showing of it so far is the demo you can play on the show floor, which they've also showed off in the treehouse. And like that opening feels high budget. It feels like they put a lot of
I think he earned it, definitely.
And talent into that opening. And there's so many cool things in there. But you don't really see that in the trailers. You're not seeing these cool...
Like, look at this set piece. This set, like, there's a fucking war happening? What's this? Like, even if this is a short part of the game, you telling me you couldn't have half the trailer be like, bike, bike, cool vistas, and be like... And then, like, it cuts to, like, boom... Samus, we're under fire! Boom! And then it cuts to this, and then gunfight, quick gunfight montage, big ass monster, and it swings his arm, and Samus like dodge, and then boom, and then Silex is standing there like aura farming, and then he does like a cool thing, like I don't know, maybe he does like a psychic ability of his own. So, oh, he has a psychic ability, but I have those too. They totally could have done that. 100% they could have done that. I agree. Actually, I'm sold. I'm sold, John. You sold me. I was that. You sold me. Look at this. They could have done this.
Use a bike to get across a desert to get from area to
area.
And
you're like in a mech? Do you control this mech?
I don't know what's going on with Metroid Prime 4 right now, but it feels like the marketing is letting it down so hard. They've not made it look interesting. And I don't know why. This is one of your most expensive games ever. It's probably not going to come close to the big dogs on the sales charts. Like, this isn't going to be a 30 million or a 20 million seller.
Yeah, it's going to be like a 3 million, I think.
5 million seller. But you'd think you'd put the effort in to at least guarantee that it might make, like, some money back. I don't know what's going on.
Do you know what's going to happen when this game comes out, chat? I'm going to play it, I'm going to finish it, I'm going to go, that was amazing. Well, that's the end of the Metroid series. Because what's probably going to happen is that this is going to perform, but not, like, as crazy as it probably did Nintendo product, and it's just never going to make another game again. I'm fully expecting them to ever make another Metroid game after. I'm going to be honest. I think us Metroid fans have eaten so good for the last 5 years. I think I'm in a fever dream. I've gotten Dread. I've got a new 3D Metroid. I don't care. I'll be honest. I'm good. I'm good. If they want another 10-year hiatus, I'd be a little annoyed, because of course I'd be. But like, I don't think I'd be that annoyed. Like, F-Zero bros never got their renaissance. At least I, as a Metroid fan, I got a renaissance, right? The Switch era was so nice to us. I'll fucking take it. Do you know what I mean?
A good trailer before it comes out. I hope it does. But they've spent years just waffling around with this game, making it seem like just another thing on the...
You got F-Zero 99. Listen, Piers, I see what you're trying to say, but like, F-Zero 99, Metroid Dread, and Prime 4. I love F-Zero 99. It's not even good, brother. Come on. You guys had like a return, We didn't have a renaissance. We had a renaissance, bro. You guys had a return. You know, you guys have 099. You also had like F-Zero GX on the GameCube, and it's a return. You guys are back. You know, we're in a renaissance, bro. Like, it's over.
Not the big deal that it really is. Metroid Prime is one of the most critically acclaimed games of all time, and this has been one of the most anticipated Nintendo games for 8 years. It might not be a juggernaut, but you want to give it the best chance it can get. And they're not doing that. Every Metroid Prime 4 trailer has been mediocre to bad. And I hope that changes. Really hope it changes.
I think we need like a more action-oriented trailer, that's for sure.
Now we're 3 months from launch. Maybe they could give it a direct like Donkey Kong had, but I think it just needs a concise trailer.
Yeah, I don't think it needs a direct. I think it needs a trailer.
One that starts mellow, ramps up, gets cool, makes you excited to play. They haven't done it yet. Anyway, thank you for watching.
You know what, John? Guys, never say I'm not willing to admit I'm wrong. But you know what? I was wrong. You convinced me. I'm convinced. I feel like he could have used a better trailer. You're right. You're so right for that. He convinced me. I'm going to be honest. John wins every time. He convinced me. Do you know? Fair. I think one more overview trailer, I think could do Metroid Prime a world of good. I'm still excited for it, and I'm guessing he is too. I'm guessing most of us who are Metroid bros are. But I think, yeah, for a neutral observer, it definitely hasn't done the best at showcasing what's good. Well, let's have a look at the comments and see what the comments have to say, Mr. Cartwright. I can't think of a worse way to reveal open areas and a motorcycle than to show with Switch 1 graphics an unimpressive, barren-looking desert. I just like the open vista, you know? The open because like I don't think Metroid Prime games have ever been that open before, so I think it was kind of neat, but sure. They're clearly holding off some big stuff. Outside of the remote control Batarang-style psychic shot, telekinesis, another bite. Basically have nothing on Samus's proper kit. It's starting to backfire as far as the trailers and marketing go. I just hope that whatever they're hiding us ends up being worth it, because if I wasn't already a Metro fan, nothing would be shown. Yeah, pretty much what I said, innit? I check it. Design doc. Oh my god, design doc. Hey guys, I design documents. I think my problem is they don't want to reveal too much, and as a result, it's back front. Yeah, pretty much. I think the Silex Amiibo is really going to capture the essence of the character. The Silex Amiibo, just like the video game counterpart, it's just standing there doing nothing. Yeah, sure. 1000% agree. You know what? Glad I'm not the only one who thinks the trailer's been bad. It seems like a lot of people seem to agree with him. I don't know. I don't understand all the negativity. Have you been seeing negativity? Guys, have you seen... help me out, chat. Have you guys been seeing negativity? I've seen nothing but, like, give me this fucking fuck-ass game right now. And I feel like his negativity here has definitely been, like, justified. I would say he's convinced me that, yeah, the trailers haven't been as good as they probably could be. So, can we diagnose this guy with bad algorithm? Bad algorithm. Me too? What's wrong with you people? What are your algorithms, bro? Jesus Christ. The massive casual Breath of the Wild market is what really matters here. We Metroid Prime are going to play and be satisfied. But if we want MP5 and 6 and 4 years from now, this game needs to sell well with casuals. The massive casual Breath of the Wild market? Well, we need to bring in the Breath of the Wild fans. I'm not interested in catering to casual shitters for like 1 million more in sales. Metro has to compromise the identity for sure. Maybe it shouldn't. Yeah, all right, nerds. Both of you guys are nerds. All right, can I just downvote both of you? There we go, nerds. Just the three of you. A triple whammy, really. If this game fails, it's entirely Nintendo's fault. The last Nintendo Direct report had 6 million. 6 million? Really? Like, can we get a source on that? I'm just in 6 million. Is that how much people watch Nintendo Directs? Jesus Christ, that is a high number. If you were to ask me, how many people on average do you think watch a Nintendo Direct? They're like 1 million? 6? 6 was the first Switch 2 Direct, actually. Really? If that's the case, I'd love to see numbers. Has anyone got numbers that they can share with me? That is very, very fascinating if that's the case. The completely are selling this game to the massive audience. The second time already, they had just as big of an audience as the Switch 2 Direct in April, but they didn't do anything neither. I've seen a fan trailer on YouTube 2 days ago who used already existing footage and it's 100 times better than anything Nintendo's put out. Look up Epic Metroid Prime. Gamers, do we go on a field trip? Oh my god, it's right here. I'll let it play. The Huntress returns? Isn't she a bounty hunter? Listen, as a Metroid fan, I don't appreciate that. She's not a huntress, okay? She doesn't hunt. She's a bounty hunter. Okay? She hunts bounties, all right? Bounties, all right? She does it for money, okay? Just to get her money up, okay? She's doing it for that cash. Oh, look.
Lakin takalalech Asharia Intentina Kalamshi.
Well, I guess it's nice he did the action bit initially, and now we're getting the calm section, I guess. And I'm guessing we're gonna end on some action, right? It's the fucking bass drops that are killing me, I'll be real with you. I feel like we're kind of overusing that a little bit. I'm like, okay, all right. Okay, come on. Nah, there's no way. There's no. You're killing me. Ian, it's fucking Ian Flynn again. Oh, fuck, kill me now. Hang on. Past echoes return. A world corrupted. It's gonna do all three. Prime echoes, corruption. Fucking Ian Flynn. Alright, all free, baby. All free. Beyond. You're gonna do Beyond as well, because it's called Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. Are we gonna do Beyond or Federation? Which one is it? Step into the Varia suit for a mission. Beyond, there it is, yes! Let's go! Fuck my life, broski. Oh, I can't even see the ending because you're end sure. Honestly, it's better. I would say this. Okay, definitely less corn. If this was like, if we turned the cornball factor a bit down, I think something like this could have worked. You know, it's definitely a lot more exciting. It's a lot more exciting, but it's got the cheese, man. The cheese. I don't know, guys. Better, but mostly ironic. I feel like if we turn he's trying too hard to be Hollywood. I think that's the issue. If we turn the Hollywood down a bit, I think this could have worked better. Definitely. Read the fucking hell. It's gonna be. We know what the comments are gonna be. It's gonna be, God, why don't Nintendo hire this man? It's just gonna be Nintendo hire this man, isn't it? Fun to watch this trailer a bit. Oh, hang on. My bad, guys. Sorry. I wasn't familiar with the game. The text's a bit corny and makes it unnecessarily long, but the duration part is just a nitpick for a fan-made trailer. The song choice is generic. Yeah, I would say the song choice is a bit generic too. The song was actually high, but the rest make it looks like a generic movie trailer. That's it, actually. I thought this would be an actual list, but that's just it. Thanks for making it. Yeah, I would say so. I think that's fair. See Nintendo, what's that? There it is, okay. All right, it really wasn't that hard. It took me an afternoon. It's just laziness. Maybe you should have taken a second afternoon, brother. Maybe you should have taken a second afternoon. Too much cheese on my... I didn't order the 4 cheese pizza, buddy. Seems more like a cinematic trailer than a game trailer. Yeah, I would say so. Or a horrible night to have no money. All right, buddy, calm down. Sorry, but this has everything I hate in a game trailer. If we're already not intimately familiar with Metroid as a franchise, I won't have a clue what genre this is supposed to be. It's as if you're afraid to show any actual gameplay. This is a movie. It just looks like another classic AAA cinematic mess. It's focusing on shots of the gun reloading and lingering shots of a realistic face scan. All those impact font taglines just look silly. It feels like a parody of trailers. To which CryWolf says, yeah, that was very limited footage, especially with the audio to choose from. Most of the audio is annoying treehouse narration or strange narrated dialogue. Okay, maybe why don't you try do your own dialogue? Literally, like, install like a bass booster and just go, in a world. Samus is under fire. They've sent an emergency directive. Join the fight. Couldn't have done one of those? A bit busy, but the callbacks to old games are so... Oh, for fuck's sake. See, that's why people do this, guys. That's why people... It works. That's the thing. It works, chat. For me, I'm seeing, like, echoes of the past. Corruption. Beyond... Like, I'm just like... Like, that's cornball shit to me. Like, come on. But it works. Do you see? It's literally the red letter media I know what that is. Do you know what I mean? I couldn't resist. I feel like the Only Judy doesn't get enough love leading up to the launch. Fan baiting, literally. We'll leave that there. Let's return to our regularly scheduled programming, shall we? When the fusion of corruption echoes beyond the primes of dread. Is this writing fire, chat? This writing might be fire. In a world corrupted, echoes of the past bring about prime challenge for Samus beyond what she's ever faced. To be fair, this is a series I like it 100% trick me. Oh, Carmen, you're the worst guy ever made. I honestly disagree. Heck, I'm wondering if this video sends the wrong... Oh, whoops. I guess to stay up there. Honest video sends the wrong impression to developers. I mean, don't we want more gameplay trailers and less cinematic trailers? I heard many reactors say this in a lot of presentations, including GVG. I also like how cryptic the trailers have been. Yeah, again, but this works for someone who is like, again, a trailer's supposed to, like, intrigue someone who probably hasn't played. I think it's supposed to, I think Hot Wheels said it earlier. I think it's supposed to work for both. I think a trailer's supposed to be good for people that are already invested and good for new people too. I think it has to do both. I don't think a trailer can do one. I just don't think so. Because, like, the fans will already buy it. Because, like, I know for me, I'm never watching a trailer of a game I'm already sold on. Like, I'm never going out my way to watch a trailer, should I say. It's why I skipped the DKB Direct, because, like, I was already sold on it. And if they did, like, a Metroid Prime Direct, I would also probably skip that too, because I know I'm just going to buy it. I don't want to be spoiled. But I don't want to know everything about Silas now in these trailers. I like how he's presented as a mysterious character that hopefully we learn more about. I'm sorry this comes across as rude, and I do think you're a great person, John, but please. These trailers show us what the game is, not too much from a story, and I'm thankful regardless of what the trailers have been or not. Firstly, I don't think you've been too rude, but I think you're just wrong and skibbity toilet. I'll be real with you. I think you're just wrong. I think you're just wrong. I think you're wrong and L skibbity. I agree. They showed very little with very little effort, and it makes me nervous that the game is bad and they have nothing too good to say or show about. They need to build hype. Well, I think they're just hiding. Personally, I think they're just hiding. I think they're hiding all the source, which again, when you're trying to hype a game, doesn't really work. You know, it just doesn't really work that well. It's like when people try to, like, I know there's like a type of YouTuber, you might know who they are. I don't know, I'm not trying to like call out anyone specifically, but I know I've met like the type of YouTuber that's like, I'm not gonna tell my viewers to like and subscribe because they should know already, because that just makes me seem like I'm trying too hard, okay? But it's like, it just kind of works, you know? So like, in the same way that like, in the same way that a YouTuber might have to say like and subscribe because it just works, for a trailer, you want to build up hype because that's just how it works, you know? Like, in the format of a trailer, you want to put your best foot out there, you know? In the same way that you guys should like and subscribe, okay? I mean, you can open doors. Nintendo spoiled everything Dread trailers, fans complain. They aren't repeating the same mistake of spoiling upgrades, areas. I mean, what's the same... I mean, I guess if they did multiple trailers, I guess they spoiled things, but like... I guess that's... For me, that's just more of a skill issue, if I'm being honest. Like, I saw the first trailer. I don't think I watched a single other trailer of Metroid Dread. You know that first one I showed you? I think it's the only one I saw. I'm like, shut up and take my money. So I'm just like, I feel like if you watch any more trailers than you already, if you watch any more trailers than you need to, I think that's kind of your fault. I'll be real with you. Because like the game company is incentivized to do trailers because it shows more like clips that could potentially get new people interested. But if you're already interested, then why are you watching more stuff? That's more stuff that's going to be spoiled to you. That's kind of on you. I'm gonna say. No. Completely agree. Metroid should be Nintendo's franchise that looks and feels cool. Dread was exactly that for the first trailer. All I get from Forza is like an open door and ride a motorcycle through a desert. Yeah, real. I think most of the comments are in agreement, which is fair. We're also in an online culture where we overanalyze every small trailer, both gameplay, story, and performance. So I think both Nintendo and Retro are really careful what they show. Again, I think it works. I don't doubt that the game's going to be good, which is why they're hiding stuff. But in a trailer, the whole idea of a trailer is you show stuff. So you can't have it both ways. You can't hide stuff and be like, ooh, you can see more in the game. And then also like want people to be excited and hyped and like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I think you kind of have to like, there's a balance to be struck for sure, but like you can't just do like one and not feel the repercussions of the other, you know? As soon as the 9-10 review scores coming in, people start noticing. Lizard, very optimistic. I like the optimism. I'll have what he's having. I'll have what he's having for damn sure. They did do that for the last trailer. It showed just about everything was a bad move. Really? Fucking hell. I'm glad I didn't watch that then. You're just standing there menacingly. They've been doing this for every game recently, where only the last trailer's decent. I'm kind of okay with that. Again, personally, I am okay with the direction of trailers where they just show a bit of gameplay. If you're asking me, that works perfectly for me because I just want just a bit of game. Just show me how it looks, and I will decide myself if it's fun or not. I understand in a trailer environment you want to like put your best foot forward, basically. So it makes a bit of sense. Overall, Mr. John, gamers, let's give him his flowers one more time. All right, John, looking at me all like, oh yeah, look at me. Yeah, hang on, wait, can I get like a still? Yeah, look at me. Oh, that's you. That's him like literally fanning his money. You see that, Jet? That's him fanning his W's. That's literally what you're doing right there. Look at him. He's like, yeah. Yeah, look at me. I got all the I'm farming. That's you. That's just you. Get him off my screen. He's aura farming. Get off the screen. Good job, John. You've convinced me. And Samus, Nintendo, fix up, okay? Fix up right now. We'll leave it there.